Saludos familia y bienvenidos a este nuevo episodio en el 2024 del Bimmer Podcast. Y le habíamos prometido hace ya un tiempo que íbamos a estar trayéndole invitados especiales del habla inglés y que poco a poco íbamos a estar introduciendo el idioma en inglés para que esos televidentes, ¿verdad? Esa gente que nos sigue afuera en Estados Unidos y a esa gente que aún no nos conoce, nos den la oportunidad de llegar hasta Puerto Rico a través de sus canales de YouTube y conocer un poquito más de Bimmer y también conocer un poquito más de nuestros invitados, como también nuestros seguidores latinoamericanos, la gente de España, Puerto Rico, obviamente, la gente de la República Dominicana, pues también queríamos traerle contenido con la gente de Estados Unidos. Y hoy, de una visita inesperada, una visita especial, una visita a través de uno de nuestros clientes, tenemos aquí en nuestro taller y nuestro podcast a nada más y nada menos que al Supra MK5 amarillo más controversial y más rápido en el mundo. Y si ya sabes de Supra y sabes, estoy hablando nada más y nada menos de Peppa, y junto a él, que vinieron a Puerto Rico a vacacionar, uno de los técnicos automotrices de uno de los talleres también más conocidos en el ámbito de BMW en el estado de New York, que para mi sorpresa es latinoamericano y es dominicano. De la gente de PowerHouse tenemos a Swerve. Así que vamos a darle bienvenida a esta gente. Vamos a estar hablando en inglés, pero mira, les vamos a tener subtítulos para que no se nos confundan y no se nos pierdan. Así que vamos a darle para adelante a este Bimmer Podcast. Welcome, guys.
It's good.
Welcome, guys. Peppa, I know you don't understand shit what I said.
I got my man's right here.
But that's why I gave you a medalla.
Yeah, I got it right
That's why I gave you a medalla. Because by the end of tonight, when you drink 3 of these, you're gonna understand everything we say. So, first of all, I want to thank you guys for coming to Puerto Rico. Obviously, you guys said it's not your first time. It's
my first time.
It's your first time. Yeah. All right, but thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us a chance to, give you guys hospitality as a Puerto Rico. But even more, I want to be thankful for taking out of your time, our vacation time, to come by the shop, to be able to spend some time with us and be able to, share some knowledge and some history of what this thing that we share that obviously is
passion.
Supra. Right, B58s, our passion, our cars, fast cars, and you as a tech, right, from PowerHouse. So those that don't know Swerve, maybe, I mean, you've been in a couple podcasts.
I'm low key, I was in a podcast recently, but
so controversial podcast, which you're gonna get on that later on. But you're a tech at PowerHouse. We know Merrick, the owner. Shout out to Merrick. That
one of the fastest.
You're not here, Merrick. If you're looking at this, you better come to Puerto Rico next time.
Bring Merrick.
You gotta bring him. There's something we need to get the gang down to Puerto Rico.
Next time we'll be.
So if we can make that happen. So thank you guys. Obviously, and you guys already came to the shop, but now you guys took some time to do this podcast. So I'm thankful, and I just wanted to welcome you guys to Puerto Rico.
So, thank you.
As of now, Peppa,
and all that.
How's Puerto Rico treating you?
Bro, fun.
Fun?
Puerto Rico is fun, bro.
All right, cool. You know what's interesting? Like, we should express to people how easy it is to come here.
Oh, it's
right?
It's very easy.
People think like you don't even need a passport.
Nah.
Like if you're in the U.S.
Use ID.
It's your ID, you good.
Straight in. So it's no visa or none of that stuff, right?
It's no real
straight. So if you guys are looking at this podcast,
couple hours.
Yeah, just get on the plane. 4 hours. 4 hours. From New York, 4 hours. So,
4 hours.
So I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you guys are enjoying.
Yeah, this wasn't even a planned trip on our behalf.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
how did it happen?
Bro, so I went out the night before for dinner. My girl.
Because it was his birthday.
It was my birthday.
All right, so it's a birthday gift?
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's a birthday gift.
It's a gift.
Cool.
It's a gift.
Awesome.
Yep. I got up. She was like, get dressed. And I'm in Puerto Rico. Honestly, so I don't know.
I'm gonna have my wife look at this podcast.
Just in
case you need ideas
to go. You know what I'm saying? Place you want to go.
So, sir, your first time.
Yeah, it's my first time.
You must feel at home, right?
It feels very
similar, right?
Yeah, it's just like when I went to Jamaica. I felt like
at home.
I feel like we're all very similar in many ways. Jamaicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans.
What do you think is the most common thing between Jamaican, Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans?
Maybe probably just the rawness, man. Like it's, you come out here, there's no filter, there's no bullshit. You know what I mean? The people, if you buying something from them, just buy your shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Island life,
but the people are very passionate in all these countries that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like in New York, it's such a fast pace. Sometimes you leave out the passion. You know what I mean? Yeah. But over here, it's like you get served some food. It's like you're getting it from your grandma. You know?
I got you. Yeah. That's to make money. It's like
it's like we just went on an ATV, and the instructor's like, man, I don't really do this for the money, man. Like I enjoy having fun and making people laugh. And she was a great dude.
You gotta enjoy what you
think.
Do,
I would go through that. Like I've never been to Jamaica. I've met Jamaican people, obviously, and it's like happiness, like fun, like you know, they're always happy, fun. It's like we don't talk about work all the time. You know, we want to go out, drink, dance.
You gotta just enjoy.
There's more to life.
Yep.
Like I feel like, you know, not in New York specifically, but you know, in the States when I used to live there, I used to go to school there. Yeah. It's like work, and they forget about life,
everything
right?
is work.
And I like that. I like that about you know Jamaican, Dominicans, Latinos. Yeah. You know,
it's like
all of them.
I'm pretty sure you guys in the shop here, you know, when it's not like extremely busy, I'm pretty sure you guys are just laughing about and shit. Like at PowerHouse, we do our work, we make sure everything is great, but we enjoy ourselves when we're doing it, man. We you know, it's nothing like building cars.
That is true. That is true. Like, you know what I tell people sometimes, like especially us technicians, like this is a job where you don't take being a technician just to go through life. No. Like, I mean, with no disrespect, it's not like working at a McDonald's or Burger King at first. Like when you're young, you're just trying to make a buck. Yeah. And you know, survive.
That you actually gotta love, in my opinion. Like you have to love this to do it. Because
this is a passion, bro.
It is.
If you don't, you'll be frustrated.
And then here comes customers that just want to fly. Like, what you want? What you want? I want everything. You know, and then it makes it fun.
It's funny because
here are you two. Are you guys friends before this, or did you become friends through cars?
I actually met Peppa and stuff because of Merrick. Like I got into the Bimmer stuff. I used to be into Hondas, but I got into the Bimmer stuff and I installed a turbo on my car, and the first person I met doing that, Merrick.
Really?
And he literally made me realize like I should do this car shit way more. Like, because I used to just work on Hondas. I even went to school for it, but the Honda stuff you can't.
Yeah,
man. Like, you don't got no AC, no heat. Like, you know,
no power steering.
Yeah, and then if you have that stuff, you got less power. The Beamers, it was just like you got all the power.
It's different.
You got the looks. You know, you got everything in one.
So Peppa. You met Peppa through PowerHouse?
Yeah.
Through Merrick.
Okay, through Merrick.
Yeah.
So you good friends with Merrick?
Yeah, he knew Merrick for years.
Merrick is Jamaican, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, Merrick is. I know Merrick for years. We go way back. We go way.
The funniest thing is, before PowerHouse, there was M&P. It was M&P Performance.
That was first.
That was Merrick's first shop.
Yeah, he thought it was my shop.
I thought Peppa worked there. I thought it was his shop. Like I was in the shop and I'm like,
he's always there.
Always there. I remember one day I'm in the shop, everybody's working, and Peppa's just talking, you know, just chatting up, and Merrick's working. I'm like, Merrick, like, Peppa don't do no work, bro. He's like, Peppa don't work here. Peppa just my boy. Like
that's funny. Oh. Like I think every shop has those kind of customers.
Yeah, like great friends.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about the passion. I know Merrick from bikes and cars. I love cars, bro. Like I wake up, I sleep about cars, I dream about cars, bro. I love cars. I want to go fast all the time. I just want to go fast. That's it. I don't want to be number one. I just want to go fast. That's it. That's
reliable, fast car.
Fast car, that's it.
I don't know how much we can talk about reliability and fast cars, but at least we try, right?
We try, bro.
We build it that way.
We try.
We build it till we think it's not going to break.
Race cars are meant to go fast, break,
go fast,
fix it again. If you love it, you'll keep doing it.
That is all right.
Can't quit.
Yeah. So Peppa, all right. I'm gonna tell you how I saw it, right, from Puerto Rico, right, which we're not on the mainland, but we're on the same, you know, pot, because you know we look at BMWs and we know Peppa, we know everybody in the States, we know who's running fast, and at one point it was almost like a ghost. it felt like
Yeah.
for me. Like everybody's talking about how Peppa's car is fast, but nobody has 6130s. Nobody have quarter miles. Like, is that something that you actually try to
That's
do?
what I'm saying. You see, me, I like to get everything. I want to see I want to figure out how my car is punching.
Okay.
Like I said, I got Visconti on the keyboard, so he's a GOAT.
Okay.
He know what he's doing. Like, he's on the laptop, so he know what
He's
doing.
pushing it.
And my man's, he love logs. Like, if you don't want to race no
he
cars,
loves data.
if you ain't got no data. If you ain't got no data, he's like, yo, nah, he's not doing that. So I got my draggy on, I got my cameras on. If I fucked up, I could curse, right? Yeah, that's
Okay.
You're
good.
If I fucked up, I want to know where I fucked up at.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
all right, cool.
So I got everything on in the car, so that's what it is, bro.
You know what's funny? Like, that's something that we don't have, which sometimes I wish we had. Like, I see you guys doing 6130s, videos in the highway. I don't think there's a lot of places
Around here,
at all where we can safely, obviously, right? Safely do, draggy pulls.
Mexico things over here.
Like, we have to go to Mexico stuff, and it's hard for us. And I see you guys doing it. I was like, damn, man, if we can have that,
we
we
have
can
more
probably,
roads for that,
get more content for our people. But it's okay. I mean, we have other events, we have tracks, and
I think the tracks and PR just gotta open up more. Maybe open up another track. You know what I'm saying,
bro? It's just that
if y'all watching,
since
they
it's
need
so
more tracks.
small, like houses are too close, and it's hard to find a
Complaints
piece
and
of
stuff.
land to where there's at least a mile away a house. It's tough, but at least we have one. We have a lot of events here. For being a small island, especially we do a lot of half a mile events. It's a 2-day event, so we do roll race the first day and then half mile the second day. So it's a really nice event, which I would like to invite you guys for the next one. I'll make sure I'll give you
let us know when it is. We can try to set something up.
All we do is we drink, not the drivers, right? But we drink. You feel me? We drink and we watch fast cars, and we have a lot of fast cars here. Cars that do 230, 234 on the half a mile events. Audi R8s, twin turbos. Hurricanes, Lambos, GTRs.
I see a couple cars over here.
I think there was a GTR.
I've been tuning in. I see that.
There's a 250. GTR Predator, 250 in the half a mile event, bro. If you never seen a car in a half a mile, like if in an event and live, not in a video, you see like cars that go from 150 to like 180. It's hard to determine how fast they're going. Because your eyes get used to it. When you see a car do 230, bro, when you see it pulling, you're like, that boy is hauling ass. Like from seeing it from away, you're like, woof, that's going fast. And then 230, 240.
That's probably why we get such a rush on the street race and shit, because you standing there in the highway, in Mexico, whatever.
Mexico, yeah.
All right, cool. That's when the fight starts, See the two cars, who's in front? Oh, you're looking at his tail lights trying to gauge, like, all right, who won?
What time? This crazy, like that we don't have here. And like I've seen,
we drove around and we just tried to see.
Man, it's just too small. So the condensity of cops and stuff is hard.
I always got proof. But I just be humble with the shit. I have proof of everything with my car. Like I got proof in my phone.
It's valuable, bro.
I'm like, yo, my shit do this. If I tell you right now I got the fastest Supra on the street, you're gonna be like, I'm lying, right? On the streets.
I wouldn't doubt it because I know the approach you have. Like this guy doesn't say anything. If he's not saying anything,
if I tell you I got the fastest B58 on the street, you're gonna tell me I'm lying. They're gonna say, "Oh, it's a rear-wheel drive car. That's impossible. You can't do it." I got proof in my phone. I got proof.
You got receipts.
I got receipts. I got receipts for everything. I got receipts for everything. So nobody can be like, "Yo, listen." I got my receipt.
I always had that feeling, like to where before you ran the quarter mile, I saw the street racing. Like there was no data, it seems to me like this guy doesn't want to show people because I know the people are gonna start getting scared to drive, to race them in the street. So my mentality over here is like, this guy, he ain't gonna put anything, because as soon as he put that 6130, people are gonna be like, nope,
Not racing.
not racing Peppa.
And that's what happens now, no?
Yeah. Well, listen, bro. Like I said, remember a Supra. You worked on Supras. You got Supras in your shop. Remember, a Supra don't have traction control and none of that back like when I'm driving on the street. You don't have that. You got to drive the car. The car, anything happens, you just got to drive it.
Good thing. All right, good thing you say that because people have a misperception that these cars do the time just by getting on the light and hitting on put it in a drive and just flooring it and going.
Listen, man.
How far? Good. Like how far away from reality is that? Like there's a trick to driving it, right?
Yes, bro.
There's a trick to driving it. So it's not as simple as just getting on it, drive. What people out there would think, like.
Yeah, like shout out to the guys that want to save the manuals, but it's not the same. The ZF transmission shifts faster than any human being could.
They shift real right.
You know what I mean?
It is.
But
and shout out to Pure, they got them right. Pure got the transmission
they are Pure, yeah.
Exactly.
But when you have so much power, like shifting doesn't matter. If you think about all the high horsepower muscle car guys, them shits are not H pattern. You know what I mean? They're doing one. You know what I'm saying? Or sequentials are even easier than a regular shifting car. You know?
Yeah, manuals. I mean, they're fun, but they're not the fastest.
Even the G80s right now, once you're making somewhere in the north of 1,000 horsepower, it's not even all-wheel drive don't matter at that point.
That is true.
Like Merrick took me for a drive in his car. Like I always work on the car. We do the build together and stuff, but being in the car is different, bro. I was scared as shit. You know, there's a video.
That boost,
yeah, that shit make me turn Jamaican. It's just crazy.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Peppa, before the Supra, Honda, right? Is that your background?
Nah,
yeah, the Beamers.
Beamers?
I'm coming from like I think I bought a Nissan, a Maxima, and I bought it to Merrick. That's how I met Merrick. And Merrick was like, "Yo, where you going with this car, bro? I don't work on these cars." I'm like, "All right, bro, whatever." He was like, "Yo, sell that." I'm like, "All right, sell it." I bought a 3 Series, like a 330 or something like that.
The E46?
Yeah. E46. That was my first E46. So I bought it. It was like, oh, Merrick was like, yeah, it's a BMW. It's okay. You could do whatever. I was just driving it regular.
Is there a more Jamaican, like those people, I'm from New York, right? I was born in New York. I lived in Flatbush for 10 years. I can see like Jamaican people on E46s with the Jamaican flag, bro. Right?
Yeah,
right. I'm not. You know, I'm telling the truth.
Jamaicans and BMWs.
You know, Jamaicans, windows down, the Jamaican music like that, like Beamers in New York, Jamaican.
Yeah. So that'll be BMWs.
You know it is, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Beamers in New York. You know the Jamaicans are there.
Yeah,
like
100%.
you guys love
Jamaicans
Beamers.
run BMWs
Puerto Rico's
in New York.
People love here the Latinos like. And that's what I think is the difference between.
Honestly, I think I've been through like, if I'm not lying, I think I've been through like probably like 5 M's in BMWs.
E46s,
E46, E36, E30, all of them shits I've been through before I start doing other stuff. M5, M6.
When are you coming back? I mean,
I got a BMW right now.
I know. We're talking about the Supra.
No, he got another BMW. Yeah.
I got a Supra and I got a BMW.
Are we gonna talk about it? Like, it's
the BMW is low key. Like that's my girl car. I'm gonna give it to my girl.
Okay. So it's not a G80. All right, because I know it's gonna happen.
I don't know.
I saw you looking at them downstairs.
I don't know.
I saw how you looked at those G80s. In my mind, if I was a salesman right now, this boy would leave me on a G80, bro. Right now.
Yeah. Peppa's driven them. He knows. He knows the vibes already.
The G80.
He drove my G80. He's like,
the G80 is nice.
You think that's your next step?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, bro. I don't know. Bro, honestly, I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Okay.
BMWs are nice and everything, but honestly, I feel like, I feel like I want to try like a F-150 or something else, like a different platform to see what we could do with it.
Okay. All right. That's
honestly,
good.
I'm going to keep it a buck, but I still love the B58, S58. That's my type of shit.
I consider that you guys probably one of the pioneers of the B58. Like you guys tried a lot of shit. You know, engine buildings with Visconti. We were talking about like, you know, the quality in his engine builds. You're probably one of the first customers in Pure to do a build transmission.
No, actually, Dre was the first
from One Stock.
From One Stock. Shout out to One Stock, my boy Dre.
That is true. We were talking about him. You were supposed to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's crazy. Like, he, at some point, he got crazy famous with, like, on the drive.
Bro, that car.
He put in work. You gotta give him respect. He put his work in. Like, he worked for it.
Saying, like, a lot of people don't give them the credit for that, but
I think if you've been on Beamers for, E46s, definitely it's come the time, like, as of 2 or 3 years ago, to where the Beamers are in the map.
Yeah.
Like, like, you couldn't show up at a drag race on an E90.
no.
You couldn't laugh at you.
We talk about that all the time.
Like, now, N54 opened some eyes, right? Because turbos came in.
Junk.
And then
N54 is a
check
junk.
engine. Oh, my check engine light just came on.
They got an oil leak.
For saying N54.
Turbo's blown.
So, right, N54 opened some eyes. And then S55 came. N55, which is junk. F55, okay. S55, okay. And then B58 came out, which happened. What happened, what I thought was going to happen was, like, Supra and B58 is going to make a lot of people that don't know about BMW and like Toyota come into this world, which is, good people and bad people, right? And when I mean bad people, a lot of tuners doing crazy shit, breaking engines, a lot of people bringing shitty quality parts into Beamers,
Yeah, I think that happens in all
which was
classes.
unknown. Like, before that, if you were gonna buy anything for a BMW, it was quality. It was expensive. Like a tune for an E90, a supercharger kit for an E90 is $14,000-$15,000. You're gonna get anything cheaper, right? So B58 brought in, a lot of people into this, to where people now realize, like, oh shit, these cars are fast, right? And then S58 came out with the G80 on the X3, whatever G80, and me, and probably you can share this, like, everybody's like, yo, it's gonna be all-wheel drive, but us as a tech, I was like, that shit better hold up.
Yeah, hope this shit's holding down.
I don't want to get excited, because next thing you know, transfer case are blowing up, drive shafts are hitting fuel tanks and shit.
From my point of view, like, Merrick taught me everything, right? I started working with him, like, probably like 3 years ago or whatever, and that's when, like, he was doing the stuff with Dre's F30, the Gen 1 B58. And before the Supra dropped, no one cared about those cars. Like, that's why Dre became so popular, because he was putting in pain with that car on the streets.
I remember, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and they were doing it before all the development came out. Just a little shop in the Bronx, And then the reason the B58 got so much attention, in my opinion, aside of even Dre's car doing so many numbers and stuff, is it went into an iconic vehicle. You know what I'm saying? The Toyota Supra is like a very iconic vehicle. Any car person, you and me both know this. This. Fast and the Furious, man.
Yeah, so that's what
Toyota Supra is.
That's where it's at.
So when they dropped the new Supra, they could have put a Daza in it. Dazas would be more popular with more support and all that. But they put a B58, and look at it now.
And then history. There's no other way to look at it. Like, MK5 Supra is gonna be a car for the history.
Yeah, it's in
like, we're gonna
books.
10 or 15 years back, we're gonna, these shits are gonna be valuable. People are gonna still be paying for them, because when was the last time you saw a car run sevens? And this car had, 2 years when it ran for sevens?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah. 3 or 4 years.
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't.
Sevens, bro.
Listen, don't flame me on YouTube. I don't know. I think 3 or 4 years. I want nobody to be like, oh yeah.
It's somewhere thing around there, but it was quick as shit. So Peppa, talking about Supras, right? Third fastest in the world.
Yeah.
Currently third fastest in the world, running a what? All times.
I run 798 at 176. So
that's the face of disbelief.
That's stupid, bro.
Visconti behind the keyboard. My man's got it.
Were you driving it on the 7 seconds?
Yeah.
He drives this.
I drive my
all the
car
time.
all the time.
Bro, it must feel.
It didn't feel fast. Honestly, it didn't feel fast.
You know what the fuck you talking
I didn't,
about,
bro?
I'll tell you something.
Fuck you, Peppa.
Bro, no, I'm telling you, it didn't feel fast. I'm not sounding like
Peppa. You could agree with me. The one person who says this all the time is Merrick. Merrick says the fastest times feel the slowest. Like, you're gonna think you didn't do that great of a pass, and it's your fastest pass.
Yeah. All right.
Because every time he's done a fast time, it's the same thing. They come out.
It felt. I didn't know I run sevens.
So you just drove back?
No, listen. Like I said, shout out to my man's Matt Meadows. Like, he was there, right? So when I run the sevens, right, I did the shit. I pulled the parachute.
Okay.
Obviously, because right now the speed I'm going, I need the parachute. It's like the brakes. The car don't want to stop, so I have to use the parachute.
Important. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm there. I pull the parachute. When I look, I made the pass. I made the pass, and when I made the pass, Visconti called me. I'm like, bro.
On the Bluetooth, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, Visconti called me after the pass. What happened? What's going on? He was like, yo, bro, you just won sevens. I'm like, nigga, nah. I'm like, bro, we ain't run no
Bro, my parachute's still open.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, we ain't run no seven. He was like, yeah, we run sevens. He was like, all right. So I was there. I was like, yo, I'm gonna pack the parachute. Go back up top. Pack the parachute. I see Matt. He was like, yo, bro, you just run sevens. I'm like, bro, there's no way I run sevens. The car don't feel like I run sevens, bro. So I got the slip. I'm like, yeah, fuck, all right. I got the sevens I can pass. I'm like,
congratulations on that.
Yeah, bro, that's it. I'm not trying to, like I said, I just wanted to run sevens by the end of the year. That's it.
That's great. See people, and we were talking about this the first time we met, like, when you know how hard it is to do this, because obviously it's not all peaches and creams.
No, you know what happened? I'm gonna tell you something. People don't see the time and the effort you put in to do stuff. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you see, for example, companies trying to make stuff, like they try to do R&D, like I said, Visconti and Matt, they work on my car. They make sure, listen, this is good and that is good. You know what I'm saying? PowerHouse helped me out the same way, like everybody helped me out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. They don't see the R&D. They don't see the result. They don't see what you do. Like, oh yeah, he's running
results. Just results.
That's it. They don't see the best results.
They don't see the sleepless night when we at the shop in the middle of the night. Yo, yeah, we trying to go to this event. We trying to get the car ready. We trying to get the car right. They don't see that. They don't think, oh yeah, there's a lot to it. They don't see the parts you break. They don't see none of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because at some point, I don't own a BMW right now. I own a BMW. I just bought one. We were just talking about, but I own a BMW shop, right? But sometimes me as an owner, I see customers break their cars, and I'm like, is this it? Because if they get tired, I can't go to a customer, oh, bro, don't get tired of fucking pouring money into your car.
Because it'll look like you're just trying to sell them shit.
At that point, I'm like, yo, I'll help you out. Let's get this. Just, take it easy. And they break. People think for some reason
the car is supposed to be indestructible. But it's a machine at the end of the day.
But a machine which you're pushing to stupid limits. Because it's not like an OTS map.
Yeah, no.
When people come here and they're scared of an OTS map, I'm like, there's people, we're putting 45, 50 pound of boost in these cars. Don't be scared of OTS maps.
One thing I could say is there's a huge misconception amongst people that didn't grow up on cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That they just get into the car modding stuff for fun or whatever. I kind of blame COVID for that because COVID brought a lot of people into the car scene that don't care too much about cars. They have money. They don't care too much about cars. They think it doesn't matter what shop, in my opinion. It doesn't matter what shop you bring your car to. You could give the shop $1 million to build your car. It's going to break at one point.
And it's not the shop's fault.
It's not the shop's fault.
Exactly.
Most of the time. Because sometimes there's times that shops fuck up, but you can't always blame a shop. If you do a great pass, a clean pass, and the car blows up, it doesn't necessarily mean the shop did something wrong. Sometimes it doesn't even mean the tuner did nothing wrong. It's just the car it was at its limit. You know what I mean? It happens, bro.
That's I tell people, you scared of it breaking, leave it stock.
Leave it alone.
Leave it stock.
And it's still gonna break.
Yep.
Not the engine.
Yep.
Especially when you have a platform, you're trying to push it to the limit.
Yeah, people don't realize.
You gotta respect. Listen,
bro, we passed the limits a long time ago.
Same thing I just said. You gotta respect you gotta respect the people who's taking their time out and pushing the platforms. Like you gotta understand that guys who's making parts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that like they're trying. They're trying. Stuff's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying. Yep.
Yeah,
they're trying.
That's just what it is.
I think that happened, especially like on the platform with tuners. Yeah. Like at some point, you know, Mikey and Bisconti and, you know, I think Payne was there. You know, there's a lot of tuners that were pushing.
Yeah. The thing is, right?
And they're going to break, bro. They don't know the limits. There's nothing that can tell you, hey,
it's the limit right
Mikey,
here.
The limit is this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the point. You will never find a limit until you reach the limit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to know what works until you break something. You know what I mean? Like, at our shop, it's the same thing. Merrick bought a G80. We didn't know what the fuck we were getting into. We just figured it was similar to B58 as we saw. And, bro, we just kept pushing that shit. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, so something happens.
Until something happens. If something happens,
we
sometimes you get safe and nothing happens. And you're just like, all right, cool. We could push more boost. We could push more fuel in here. Mm-hmm. We could do etc. But you never know. That's where the passion comes in.
It's not easy, bro.
Like when you're an owner and you're a shop, when you're an owner of a car to build like yours, you know, fuck ups and engines, you see other cars do great, you have to feel good because you know it ain't easy, bro. Yeah. You know they didn't do it easy, even though, you know, media and Instagram wants to make it look that way, which I think what you were talking about earlier, like all these new customers coming in.
They come and they see what's on Instagram.
They're all like, this is bro, easy. Listen.
I could do this.
Name me one Instagram that shows you the bad.
That's the truth.
Never.
Not one.
You're not going to see that.
Nobody.
None.
Nobody.
At all.
Everybody's doing great. Even when they're doing bad, they're doing great.
And
everybody's doing great. Even when they're doing bad,
they're doing great.
I'll give you a comparison. Merrick's car was the first G80 on the planet with a single turbo. You know how many tuners and people told us it was not going to go fast? You can't spool up. You can't do X, Y, Z. Mm-hmm. And now look, how many G80s yourself have you installed a single turbo on? 4. And around the world, I'm sure there's many more because I see it all in the chats and on Instagrams. Yep. But what happens is you don't doubt yourself. You keep pushing the platform. You know what I'm saying?
And I think, you know, we must feel proud because we're part of that.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, we pave the way for other people that are thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, that feel, you know, they don't text shop owners like, you know, I want to be there. So, you know, hopefully this is motivation for them to keep on pushing.
The limits. Keep pushing the limits.
And hopefully, you know, we meet someday, I don't know, you know, at an event where we can all hang out.
I think that will definitely happen because this platform
so who cooks?
Moving.
Who cooks?
We both could cook.
Jamaican food?
What you want?
So if I go to New York, what you cooking? Jamaican food.
I guess you want some steak and you probably want jerk steak and jerk chicken.
Jerk steak and jerk chicken.
We also got some spots
at the shop. All right, so I'm going to go to New York.
At the shop, what they do, right? What we do is, so I learned this culture being with them, but bro, sometimes Merrick's is like, yo, we cooking today. At first time he ever did that, when he first said to me, we're cooking today, I'm like,
that's what we're doing,
I'm not
bro.
cooking nothing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we just cook.
He's like, yo, we cooking today. I see the guys pull up. I'm like, okay. The grill comes out. Pots come out. Cooking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You get curry goat, curry chicken, jerk chicken. Bro, it's insane. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm Dominican, so the spices we have are a little different. But the first time
you guys eat spicy, right?
I love spicy now.
I don't fuck with spicy.
Yo, bro.
No.
One meal, it's not gonna be too spicy, but one Jamaican meal where it has a little bit of kick, you're gonna be like, you know what? I can fuck with it. I'm telling you, I promise you.
Oh my God,
you, bro.
All right, so hopefully we'll make that happen. I'm from New York. I visit. I have a lot of family from New York, so next time I go, I'll make sure I'll visit.
Hell yeah, bro.
Anyways, all right. So, Jose.
Sí.
Vamos a cerrar este podcast hablando español.
No.
Oh my God.
Este tipo aquí.
Yo no hablo español mucho, pero tú sabes.
Comes to the shop. I'm saying something, right? And I'm like, yo, so yeah, that's where they kill cows. And he's like, a carnicería? I was like,
You know he was.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like,
You know he speaks Spanish from there, right?
bro, you Dominican?
Yeah.
And he's like, claro.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, I the Jamaicans adopted me up there, so you know what I mean. But I never forget. I
Bro,
never forget my Dominican.
Mira, my name is Swerve, right? I was like, oh yeah, nice to meet you, bro. Welcome to the shop. And then he's like, and when I ask him, oh, you Dominican? And he's like, yeah, look at my ID. This boy name is Jose Abreu. All right?
Yo, pure Dominicano.
Bro,
Ya tú
you
sabes.
have a fucking MLB player name.
Yeah, man.
You should be
activo.
playing for New York Mets.
Hey, man.
So I was
For
happy.
real.
By the
Hell
way,
yeah,
I was
bro.
happy. By
Come
the
on,
way,
man.
I love.
You know we everywhere, man. Spanish people everywhere.
I love Dominicans, and and they're right there. I visit DR like 3 times a year, so
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm glad that I'm glad there's Latino hands working on those cars.
Hell yeah, man.
Even in the States.
Man.
So
Oh, shit.
shout out to all the
that.
Dominicans in our in our
We
YouTube
outside, you
channel.
heard?
So all right, so
Shout
let's
out to
finish
Bill.
this.
Shout out everybody, bro.
Ooh, Trey, all right, so Trey next time, Matt Meadows, we haven't met,
Yeah, you
but
got-
shout out.
you got
gotta
Dre,
meet Matt
One Stock
Meadows, you gotta
F30.
meet John Visconti.
John Visconti, I haven't met. That's funny. You know, at some point, I thought he didn't exist.
Cool.
John,
Why?
Nah, he moves real tactical. That's why
I've never seen him in a
it's my
video,
boy-
bro.
my boy
I've never seen a
Lester.
picture of this guy.
He be chilling.
Yeah, at some point I was like, yo,
You ever play Grand Theft Auto?
no.
Go play Grand Theft Auto. He's on there.
He's there?
He's on there. They what they call him, Lester.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point
He's
I
a
was
goat.
like, yo, I think this guy is someone else saying he's John Visconti. But nah,
it was
you know,
a bot.
you know who told me he was real? Mikey was like, no, he's real. He's real. I was like, all right. I was doubting.
He's a cool
So,
dude, man.
Yeah,
He just-
shout out to John and shout out to Matt Meadows, you know.
Yep. Shout out
Always
to
on
all the
downs.
crew.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout
to the
out
whole
to
One
New York
Stock gang,
PowerHouse,
Merrick,
One
M4
Stock
House,
gang.
everybody,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Shout out to AJ. AJ bought me around over here. Shout out to AJ.
Awesome.
Shout out my boy AJ.
Word.
Next time we'll have him on. I'll try to have him on the podcast.
Yeah,
so
he don't want to. AJ don't want to pull up.
He's camera shy. We have to give him more medallas.
Yeah, he needs like 40 shits right here.
All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. I want to invite you guys that if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please like and subscribe and comment
Check it out.
on our video because that'll help us to create more content for you guys. If you have, I know you have Instagram or Facebook, make sure you follow us. We do put a lot of English stuff, and obviously if you write, I'm all there. I'm the one that handles the Instagram, so I can obviously speak English, and I can obviously help you guys if anything. If you're in Puerto Rico, if anything, out in the United States, I can probably, if you're in New York and you speak Spanish and now you're in this channel and you need a shop, I just hooked you up with
PowerHouse, estamos en
And
Mount
PowerHouse.
Vernon.
So-
Ya tú sabes, pull up.
Mount Vernon, mira. Hey.
Estamos activos aquí. You know what I mean? Just
So
pull up,
shout
man.
out,
We
guys.
got you.
Thank you. This is a great way to start 2024. So until next video, lo quiero familia.
Wow.